Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for being understanding and giving each other a little elbow room, right? This is good. My name is Beth Daniels, and I'm the chairman of our music series here at Peace Memorial. So welcome to this beautiful old church and to an afternoon of lovely music. I think if we've learned one thing in these last several months, it's that it's a pretty good idea to remain flexible. So, the Manna Saxophone Quartet, wonderful, lovely players and lovely musicians, are still in California. But we knew, and we didn't know that until Wednesday afternoon, but nonetheless, wonderful saxophone player from Tallahassee, who is one of the proteges and chief students of the leader of the Manna Saxophone Quartet, was able to make time to come to Clearwater on a Sunday afternoon. And it's a long way from Tallahassee, so we're being flexible. There's quite a bit of information about David Cortez in your program, and all that's accurate. His lovely wife was going to play for him until this morning. And then she was unable to come, so his colleague, Ben Chen, is going to be playing the piano. So we're being very flexible and very grateful to be here enjoying beautiful music. Instead of 4 saxophones, you will hear the beautiful soprano saxophone, the highest of the saxophones. And I think we're going to have a lovely, lovely afternoon. A few things about the series I want to share with you, and we will have time at our little break for our offering. It has been difficult to keep all these things going with reduced audiences and less people. But it has been a commitment of ours from the beginning of the church here in offering this to be sure that people, regardless of their means, can afford to come and hear quality cultural events. So those that can afford a little more, we're asking you to be generous with what you put in the plate, and we understand that some people on limited incomes, this is the one thing every month they do get to come here. So we want to be able to do that, and we have honored all of our contracts for the last 2 seasons with every set of musicians, and they have been very grateful for that as well. So that's really, I think, something to be proud of, and we're very pleased for. So now we really just want to sit back and enjoy. They're going to have to tell you the program doesn't go exactly in the order we predicted, so they're going to be sharing with you their comments about the selections and the composers and why they've chosen to play these lovely pieces for you today. But without further ado, let's give a nice warm hand to David Cortez and Ben Chen on piano and David Cortez on saxophone. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Oh, well, this is very live. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm super excited to present the program for you today. We're going to be playing a wide variety of music, so many transcriptions on this wonderful program, and I'll be able to hopefully show you so many of the wonderful colors that the soprano saxophone can have. And so the first piece on our program today is going to be a work by Telemann, a Baroque composer from the 1700s, originally written for flute. The saxophone was not around yet, but we can sort of access these flute, wooden, full sounds, hopefully on the saxophone, and that will be just me to start off, and then I'll introduce you to the wonderful Ben shortly after that. Thank you, thank you. Can everyone hear me at this volume right here? Oh, just raise it up? Okay, okay, I don't have to put it up. Fantastic. Thank you so much again. That was Telemann's Fantasia, originally for solo flute, and a bit of a happy mood to start us off. And the next piece that we'll move on to, you'll get a chance to meet the wonderful Ben, who I met at Florida State. Actually, I'm going to check it out right now. I'm sort of checking out grad schools at the moment. I'm from California, San Jose, to be exact, so I'm really hoping to go to Florida, and he's a wonderful pianist that goes there. The next piece on our program will be Gershwin's Second Prelude, a piece originally written for just the piano, but it's gone through a variety of arrangements and found its way to the soprano saxophone. So I'll be playing sort of this hot and sweaty sort of line, this sort of humid feeling that you get in the music, and me and Ben will trade lines in that fashion. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the next piece on our program will be from French early 20th composer Francis Poulenc. And Poulenc wrote this very late in his life. It is actually the last piece that he wrote ever, and he finished it in 1962. And it has a very reflective and sort of mourning sense. And today we will be playing the first and third movements out of that. The first movement is actually an elegy to his dear friend, another composer from Russia, Sergei Prokofiev. And this first movement has that sense of moving forward and remembering and somewhat of a turmoil and just that sense of moving on that I think you feel whenever you lose a very good friend. And then the third movement is a very monk chant-like. It's definitely reflective of maybe of what he's done and sort of just this last call and this last sort of breath of life that he brings out. And I think it really sums up a lot of reflective feelings that we've had over the past 2 years. And it's going to end super quiet and mysteriously. So again, this is Poulenc's sonata originally for oboe.
Hello, I'm Ben, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm currently a first-year doctoral student at Florida State University, and this is my first year in Florida. I've been to a lot of places. I was born in Taiwan. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, and then I went to New York for college, and I went to Indiana University for my master's, and I'm here. And I'm very happy to be at a place where weather is similar to my hometown, Taiwan. But the piece I'm going to play, Scriabin Sonata Number 4, in continuation to the modern 20th century sounds that we hear, is a post-romantic, modern-sounding piece that is from a place that's weather is absolutely opposite from here, which is Russia. And the piece is called a sonata, but Scriabin has a tendency to have too much freedom and make the piece sound like a fantasy. So what you want to hear in a while, what is interesting about this piece, is how this piece expands from something simple to something that's grandioso, and how he continuously builds up passion and intensity through the limitations of just one piano. All right? So, Scriabin Sonata Number 4. Thank you.
Well, I must say that while we're disappointed that our wonderful friends, the Manna Quartet, are still in California, we have quite a treat for ourselves this afternoon. At this point, our ushers are going to come forward and take up the collection. As I mentioned before, we would certainly appreciate your generosity, any that are able, so that we can continue bringing these programs. Obviously, when we have this place packed with 300 people, it's a little easier to make the collection. But go ahead and if our ushers will start. And while they do that, let me tell you a little bit about what's coming up. We have 2 more full programs on our regular series, 5 weeks from today. Interesting, we're going to finish in time today, just in time for those of you sports fans that want to run off and see the Bucks, but we'll have plenty of time, we'll be in time. And next concert is Super Bowl Sunday, I think. But at any rate, it's February 13th, it's always the second Sunday of the month. And we're going to hear a wonderful jazz pianist, Johnny Vero. And Johnny was with us last fall. He brings a wonderful 7-piece combo, gentlemen that have all played all over with the best jazz players in the world. And we are so lucky that the Suncoast Jazz Classic that was out on Clearwater Beach in November, wonderful group, and through their connections, we were able to hook up with this great group. But Johnny is quite a fabulous musician and pianist, and a really fun guy, and he's now retired and lives in Palm Harbor. So lucky us, we can invite him to come be our guest. So that Johnny Vero and his Swing 7 will be on February the 13th. And then we will finish our series this year with a beautiful pipe organ concert. Eric William Suter is the former organist at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., and he will be our guest performer in March. So we certainly have some wonderful things to look forward to, and it's great that while we have had to make accommodations, we're all able to get out and enjoy a wonderful afternoon of culture. I wanted to mention to you too, I see Councilman Beckman back there waving, that just about a block from us this direction, all these lovely restaurants are now open with outdoor seating because the last 3 blocks here of Cleveland have been blocked off to vehicular traffic for several months now. So our weather's been beautiful. It's a wonderful opportunity to just, cars aren't rushing by your table or anything. It's just a very pleasant place to sit, and you can see the progress being made on the new Imagine Clearwater in the park, which will basically be in the back door here before long. So things are coming along. You can see old things coming down. You can see the vista out to the bay is much more visible than it was with some of the older buildings in place. So just wonderful to see the progress being made. I'm going to let our guests just take a breather for a second. And although these got shuffled a little, you're still going to hear the beautiful Mozart, which is a transcription from his oboe sonata, and you're still going to hear the wonderful Piazzolla. So that's going to be our second half. I'll be back in just a minute after we give our musicians just a moment to rest their lips and their fingers. They'll be right back. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much. We have two more pieces on the program today. The first one will be Mozart's Oboe Quartet. So this piece was originally for oboe and 3 strings, and today I will be mimicking the oboe and the piano will be imitating the sounds and the colors of the 3 strings. And this one has a bit of an upbeat feel, and then with the second movement, a little bit more somber, and the third one is gonna be lively again, and then I'll be able to juxtapose that against some fiery tango etudes for you today from Piazzolla. So I'll speak a little bit more on those as they come. So this is Mozart's Oboe Quartet. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're so glad to be here today and be able to present some music for you all. We have two more short pieces today, and they'll be played by me on my own. And these are Piazzolla Tango Etudes. Piazzolla is a composer from Argentina. He very much composed in this tango-y dance fashion, and he composed these pieces to be for the concert setting. So just like this, the first one is gonna be on the slower end. It reminds me very much of that feeling of unrequited love when you are really, searching for someone, but they don't exactly see you the same way. And then the next one is a bit of a dramatic and fiery dance. So thank you. These are Piazzolla's Tango Etudes number 4 and then number 3.
Thank you, gentlemen, for a wonderful afternoon of music, and we hope you will come see us come 5 weeks from today, I think. For some reason, I think January has an extra Sunday. So the second Sunday of February is the 13th, and we'll have a wonderful jazz program for you that day, and we'll see you soon. Be safe getting home, and be safe with your neighbors. Thank you.